I will not buy anything yet, because I don't know what I'm gonna need. I am interested in like a Duckwater Trauma kit, because I die a lot and that would keep me alive, but you know, yeah, it's not something I can afford right now. Hello, Mr. Bouncerman. My young parlor. A swift wind's my young parlor, filled with stink of cigarette smoke, the incessant click-clack of my young tiles, and the grim faces of hardened gamblers. I've never gambled with my own. Oh, I am invited to come in and talk about things. Well, I'm here. What's your problem? Excuse me? Oh, there you are. Everyone is looking at me. Ivory was just made illegal. Maybe not in Hong Kong. I don't know. A prison guard? Ugh. Okay. What's wrong, ladies? My little pair of fuck-ups here told me all about what happened on the docks. How two of my best runners had their heads put out. How you need protection, and how you need to get your identities wiped before you get your heads put out too. Potentially leading their heat to my front door, placing me and everyone in my employ in danger. So wise, so very, very wise. We're sorry, auntie. We thought... You mustn't speak until you're spoken to, Gobbert dear. And since you are one short hair away from being dumped into the river chained to Isabel's corpse, I suggest you let your new friends here do the talking for a while. Does that make sense to you, dear? Yes, auntie. There, okay. Very good. You learn so quickly. I could speak for her. I mean, she's kind of a coward, but I like her style. She's the next best stylish person here after my goggles. So I'm gonna speak out for her. She rocks that rat, you know? I count little Gobbert here among my most resourceful runners, but I admit it's good to have outside validation from time to time. Ah. Well, you're welcome, lady. And now that you've shared that valuable little tidbit, perhaps you would be so kind as to keep your fucking mouth shut until you're spoken to. Can you do that for me? Yes, ma'am. I mean, she's speaking to me. I'm allowed to speak. Good boy. I do appreciate it, dear. Now, my darlings, I understand from little Ratchet here that you came from Seattle to meet with my client, Mr. Black. Well, before we could find him, the HKPF started splattering grey matter everywhere and everything went to shit. And now you need your sins burned so you can disappear before you end up dead too. Is that right? So far, yes, but I hesitate to just give her a ma'am. I mean, is that possible then? It's 2056. All things are possible. Why don't we start with telling me? Why don't we start with you telling me who you are? Just call me Simplicity, please. No, you've already chosen the street name. How prescient of you. Simplicity, it's a good name. Has real character. Now, what's your real name? I mean, you do want me to erase your identities, don't you, dear? I'll need to know who you are first. I'm gonna go... well, I'm not... Wait. I'm not a decker, I'm a rigger. Right, rigger. There you go. My, it's still hard to believe someone can put their mind into a drone. Amazing. How did you become a regular ninja? Let's just say I'm self-taught and leave it at that. I'm not going to get friendly with you. Better leave it at that. You're supposed to not talk if she's not talking to you. Looks like the gun show's in town. What's your name, gun show? Duncan Wu. I'm a cop. Lone Star. I hear there were some fresh corpses found on the docks tonight. Smugglers, I believe. Didn't sound like the Hong Kong police when I heard about it. You're doing Duncan Wu? I identified myself as a Lone Star, but they wouldn't stand down. They had weapons. It was self-defense. I don't care, sweetie. They weren't my people. But now I know you're alive. Take it, Mr. Gunshow. You and your friend here. Well, yeah, I mean, we can kill people. The gun show isn't just for show. But now I'm curious. Why were you meeting Raymond Black on the docks tonight? He's a foster father, man. Interesting. Sorry, kids, but he was looking like shit when I saw him. Eyes half open, dark circles around them, dragging his feet. The whole bit. Your foster daddy was in a bad place. You think it was drugs? Raymond didn't do drugs near. Of course not. Nobody's daddy does drugs, gun show. They all have herb gardens and read poetry books and relax after a hard day at the office. Who knows, Gerger? Could have been drugs, but he was lucid most of the time. Still, if Mr. Black was on something, it was definitely some sort of hallucinogen. I remember him drifting off near the end of our meeting. It looked like he was off somewhere else in his head. He said, I left prosperity in here. There, rather. The nightjar put his hand on Mr. Black's shoulder, asked him why he wanted to go into the walled city so badly. That seemed to bring him back. When the old man opened his eyes, they were full of tears, and he muttered something else I couldn't make out. Your daddy got really irritating after a while. I can imagine, actually. Alright, let's get to it. You two need your sins burned, and you need them burned fast. Hong Kong dragnets are bad news. When they roll on force. Armored personal carriers, heavy armor, heavy weapons, sorcerers, the whole thing. And they aren't coming to arrest you. The good news is, I can help you. With a wave of my hand, I can have your sins disappear. But you need to understand, my darlings, is that what you're asking for is not a simple request. Burning a sin isn't just deleting a number, it's wiping our reference to that number from all of the world's largest databases. It's masking your mugshot in their facial recognition database so that the first camera you walk past doesn't bring them down on you like a ton of bricks. It's covering your fucking tracks so that the act of their burning your sin doesn't lead them right to us. It requires contacts in numerous corporations and the UCAS government. It requires someone like me. Therefore, I need to make a choice. Do I kill you and dispose of your bodies before the cops come looking for you, or do I help you burn your sins? I mean, do we just straight up offer mercenary work or other? Or do I just say, well, I want to live? I'm going to go with this one. I'll let her do the offer. I know, my darling, you want to live, but if you're alive... okay, you live for now, put your sins to the torch. However, I'll need to call in several valuable favors within my network to do it. And those favors do not come cheap. You will owe me. I can't say I'm surprised. Of course not. You seem to have an understanding of how the world works, the give and take that is a part of every fruitful relationship. I want you to deliver a message from me to a business associate in the walled city. The Yellow Lotus has a strong presence inside, Nina. Isobel can tell you all about it, can't you, dear? Isobel grew up in the walled city. They collect they collect taxes from before the corporations, extort protection money from shopkeepers, run drugs, guns, people. They hurt people. We do those things, yes, but to be fair, we also operate the walled city's black market. You might not be alive today if it weren't for the lifeline that we provide. There is a Red Paul, a sort of enforcer, yes, on the inside. His name is Strangler Bayo. Bayo is a strong man, good soldier, but he has forgotten his place. I need you to remind him. Oh, we're gonna get to kill a strong man. Woo! And then we become the strong man. Those glasses, yo. How are we supposed to do that? I'm gonna go with this option. Did I say that I wanted you to make an example of him? No, I want you to deliver a message. Bring this to him in my name, and remember that Bao's men are my men by right. They should all be serving me. Killing them would be a waste of resources. I have no use for dead soldiers. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of uses you can find for a dead body, but whatever. One of you will go with these two Westerners to the walled city, help them locate Bao, and show them the ropes. The other will remain here with me. I have several menial and degrading tasks that need doing around the establishment. No matter who goes and who stays, you'll both pay for bringing an APB to my doorstep. Yes, Auntie? Yes, Auntie. Now, I'm gonna find out who ordered the hit on my jaw and do some dentistry on him with power tools. That boy was my favorite. He sang to me sometimes. That other one I don't care about. Gutshot was an asshole. That will be all, my darlings. Return to me when you're done. Let's just leave then. I don't know what else I would have asked her, so whatever. I get a data stick. And enter the walled city to deliver a message. So it's going to be a stealth mission. I can already smell the better stealth mechanics. The better than Might and Magic 10 stealth mechanics. I was saving for better drone control, right? And then I'm going to need to spend for intelligence to get the rank A stuff. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Revert. Revert! Abort! Do this first. What does it give me? Chance to hit with computer programs. Okay, that's not particularly useful, except if I'm hacking. I guess we'll have to see. Do I really want to talk to you? I think you have business to attend to, simplicity. Now go away, I'm busy. Sure you are. When do I get to decide who comes with me? It's gonna be the mage, obviously, because mage! This person is, I think, a hacker type person. Her pistol shooting was pretty nice. But we still have Duncan, we should be fine. And if I'm more careful with my goddamn mech, should be fine as well. Waterfront. Isn't one of the ladies actually gonna follow me, or what's going on here? Ladies! Excuse me? Come on. We'll find out later. Is this it's written sail here and there's mechs here. Where can I buy those mechs? Excuse me, sir? Sir! I want a piece of those mechs. Why not? You know what? I don't actually know how long I've been recording. A while. I'm gonna guess about 30 minutes. The smuggler is still around and still willing to talk to me. That's okay. Where's the goddamn shop, though? Do I need to go back to... I guess I might need to go back to the person that was telling me about it. Gonna go talk to the person again. Doing a job for kindly. Good job for kindly, huh? You and every other hood in the Kong. Come back if you get some wheels around here. Otherwise, fuck off. I guess I need to do a mission before anybody's gonna talk to me. Oh well. Hey boy. Need to get in there and be a stealth. On a Cheng, so you'll be coming, you can pass. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, my throat hurts. Choose which members of your team to bring and modify the loadout for the run. Permanently incapacitated on a mission. Duckwagon trauma kits. I love those. So it can be either Isabel or Gobbet. Once again, I don't need Decker, so it's gonna have to be the Gobbet. I mean, yeah. They also cost nothing. Good. I wonder if they ever do. That's her spells. Alright, just confirm. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. Just, yeah, let's do it. Oh, my throat is unhappy about me doing the whole not speaking, but voice acting. Especially since I did kindly Cheng for so much. She's not exactly an easy voice for me. Kowloon Walled City, the most densely populated spot on Earth, nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease, and vice. Isn't that not a lot? I don't know. A self-contained city that collects no taxes and provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells. Trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns. Improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade. Drugs, gambling, black market trade, meta-human trafficking, and everything in between. The only law is triad law. Triad law. And now you need to enter this septic system of a city, find a triad enforcer named Strangler Bayo, and deliver a message from kindly Cheng. Also need to not kill people, ideally. This is a dog wagon trunk kit. It's my only one. I mean, I got drugs. I'm fine. I could get the healing spells, but I can't. Gear, we've all got our guns, and I got my mech. Basic combat drone. Wish I had a more than basic one, but the shops wouldn't sell to me. I was gonna say shop to me, but that's not exactly how this sentence should work. The game got autosave, thank you. Could you get anywhere? Foul, oily water rains down, blah 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 blah. Sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. That sounds great. Okay. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one foot in this place? I don't remember him mentioning specifically into the walled city. You got me, as I said, the walled city is the worst slime in the Eastern Hemisphere, maybe in the world. There's something wrong with this place. It isn't just a slum. It feels poisonous somehow on an astral level. Turns my stomach to even come near it. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe I should pick Isabel instead, and you can take care of the degrading acts that are supposed to be carried out right now. Okay, you were right. This is in the Barrens. It feels, I don't know, thicker. Which way? The Lotus, then. That's what Barrow calls his little corner of hell. I don't know where it is offhand, but I have a way of finding things. Right, the rats. They probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the guards, hand over the message, and get the hell out. Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. Got a point there. I mean, we could kill them if you really wanted to. Technically, Bao's the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep only Cheng happy and piss her off again. Good point. I mean, that's what I was going to do. I'm gonna go with this. Sure, but I am going to stay alive. I like the way you think. Damn right. Let's do this. Objectives! Optional, do not kill any yellow lotus. Working on it. Duncan and Gobbet must survive. Why? Fine. Obviously they need to survive, it's okay. My throat is not happy. Hold on, what time is it? I keep saying my throat is not happy. You know what? We're gonna leave it here. Because if I start this, it's going to be a 2-day episode. Again, recording at least. I did that last time. Like, yeah, I got started on something and then, whoops, suddenly it's so long that it takes 2 days instead of just 1. My bad. You gotta call it when you have a chance to call it, because this game just keeps going sometimes. So, we met the Cheng. She destroyed my voice. And then we're gonna get to talk to her again as soon as we talk to some strangler dude. I don't know. Until then, see y'all.